is back after gallivanting around, loving life. Are you happy to be back, Dad?
Loving it, James, loving it. Living the dream.
Come on, be a bit more enthusiastic.
Living the dream.
Enthusiastic for video.
I like it with the fire.
Go on, Dad, get it on. Dad. Oh no, boy, get it on.
It's on. It's on.
Jokes aside, I cannot believe how much you've managed to get down here. It's cleared all of this down here. Plenty of firewood. And he's cleared all down here. He's really done a lot here. He's doing a good job. And we're back. Still standing. So, in this episode, we're going to get this wall finished. It appears that it's stopped leaking now under this window. This is just staining from before, where the dust has just settled on the masonry. It's just a case of monitoring it, really, and just seeing if it keeps coming through. I'm going to put a removable top on it as well, a timber removable top. So, it's not going to be just left, but I'll be boxing it out around to form a vapour barrier as well. So there's a bit of work in this, but it's going to be well worth it. Hey yo.
What?
YouTube's gonna see how abusive you are.
Wow.
Painting you out to be a horrible old monster.
Where's Phil?
It's there.
Oh, alright, hello. Ignore that bit.
He's changed his tune.
Ignore that bit. Still got half my breakfast all over me.
So look here.
Have I?
What's up? You've got last night. There's half a pork pie in your beard. Is that last Sunday's Sunday dinner? So it's time to move on to this boxing. Get this done. I'm going to get some help this evening from the plasterer who's coming up. He's a good bloke. Really excited to get him on and showcase his capabilities for sure. He's based in Manchester as well, so he works local to Manchester and he's always looking for new business. Now it's still a mess down there with pipe work and various other things from former works that have been done. So for the time being I'm simply going to close it down, close it off altogether. Once it's closed off, then I can deal with it from underneath when I drop the ceiling from underneath. It's not my preferred way, but I am on a massive time restraint. I've got to get this done. As long as I can finish it plasterboard wise, I can come back to that later and fit the inside of that cupboard out. So for the time being, I'm just going to simply focus on making that look right from this side, and then we'll deal with that a little bit later on down the line. We've got plenty of room in this house for storage later on, so one little cupboard is not going to make the world of difference for the time being. This is a piece of decking. It's a bit of decking. Now, it's more or less the same depth as the floorboards in here. It's a no-brainer that I'm going to use it, you know. Saving me money, material that we've had for a while, solid, use it. It's all netted up. On for the insulation. Let's see if this works. There's no designs as such, it's just in here. I think this will work, so we're going for it. I'm red hot now as well. It's starting to hold. It's holding heat so much better. I really do hate insulation. I mean, I know I need it. I know I need this stuff in my wall, but in terms of a product in construction that is the least liked, it's definitely got to be this stuff. It's awful. So we're halfway there now. Wall's nearly insulated, just got vapor barrier plasterboard to go on. The man who's going to plaster this has turned up. Fantastic plasterer. Everyone, this is Dave.
Hello, hello.
Very good plasterer. We're going to showcase his work here.
Try and showcase
it. Definitely going to showcase it. He's a smashing plasterer. This is what it looks like insulated.
Yeah, because they breached the surface. They'll actually pop.
Is it because it's split the paper?
Yeah, it's because you breached the paper.
Yeah.
No, it's not. It's not by itself. It's old ceilings. It happens. Old ceilings and damp boards.
Yeah, probably the worst combination, isn't it? So, ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the master of the plaster, David Derbyshire.
I'm taking over the job.
He's taking over the job. I can't be doing this. I'm not to be trusted with plastering.
He's not. He's...
I know my limits.
I've asked him to leave.
I'm off. I've had enough. But Dave is based in Manchester, and this is going to be a showcase of his capabilities and his skill, and he's always open for work.
Okay, he's gone. Thank God. Basically, I need more materials. I've sent him off to get a couple more bags of bonding. We had to rip all the skirts off all over there, and it's, you know, it's about that thick. So I need a couple more bags of bonding. But where are we up to? Where's the job up to? Ceiling's boarded. I don't know if you can see, but we've scrimmed. It's called scrim tape. We've scrimmed up all the ceiling. Let's have a look. We've gone around all the ceiling. The scrim tape will basically not allow any of the joints to crack. And if you see this here, that is, he said, the old iron rod that ties the roof trusses into the ceiling, and it protrudes the ceiling, so it comes down in the ceiling. And he basically said he likes the idea that, you know, it's probably what, 100, 150-year-old ironmongery there, so he likes the idea of it coming down into the ceiling. So we're going to keep it, but all I'm doing now is I'm going to SBR these walls. SBR is a product, it's essentially liquid rubber, and this will allow the new plaster to stick to the old walls. These walls are super porous, they're super dusty, and if I was to just plaster these walls without applying this SBR or some kind of sealing agent, the plaster would essentially crack and fall off. That will dry. That will dry in about 10 minutes really, and it will completely seal the surface, allowing my plaster to keep. One thing I will give them credit for as well, this ceiling. When I got up there, when I was on my stilts earlier, and I just ran my level across the ceiling, and it's wavy all over the place. There's nothing flat about that ceiling, and it's never going to be flat. You know, it's a 100-year-old house, but I will give them credit. I know how difficult it can be boarding a ceiling, and this would have been an absolute nightmare. A complete nightmare, and you know, they've done a good job. There's a few screws that I had to go around the ceiling before, just sending the screws slightly higher or backing some screws out, but you know, they're not boarders, and it's a really decent job, so yeah, I'll give them credit. A lot of plasterers, instead of using SBR, they'll just use PVA glue, and PVA is, you know, on the majority of jobs, good enough. But the reason it's not good enough on this job, just PVA glue to seal the walls, and you have to use SBR, is because in this house, the walls are solid walls and they're like, you know, this thick. So there's no cavity in the walls. I'm pretty sure there's no cavity in the walls. So all the walls are freezing cold. And if at any point down the line, the walls start to hold moisture, the PVA glue will re-emulsify. And when it gets wet, it can re-emulsify and separate the plaster from the substrate. Second reason is, well, you can see these tops and all the soot, all the black, because that's the old chimney breast. That wall is full of soot from the fire, from the old fire. If I was to just PVA this wall, there's a chance on really bad spots that the black soot will penetrate through the PVA, penetrate through the plaster, and you'll start to see black marks on the paintwork. And that's because PVA doesn't actually seal the wall the way it should do. It's just a nice binding agent. So basically, when James said what to do the job, he went, "Oh, how hard can it be? How hard can it be? It's only a bit of plastering. It's only a bit of chucking a bit of plaster on the wall, so we can have a go." So I've got him a handboard, I've got him a kit out.
I can do anything.
Yep, he
I can do anything. I'm the best at everything.
So we've mixed up a bit of bonding. This is to build out any heavy bits. And yeah, James is going to have a go. So we can get all the low bits.
Oh, cheers.
So, question is, give us a second. Question is he going to drop any?
No.
Right?
No, I'm not going to drop a single bit.
Here's what we do. It's on your handboard. Do that.
Can you... Can you show me again, please? Show me again.
Right, it's on your handboard.
Yeah?
Because plastering's really easy, he says. What you do, you just take half off. There you go, you got half on your handboard, half on your trowel.
Watch this.
Go on.
Ready? I'm just going to do it over this tub just in case.
Not too bad.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Hey!
Right, put it back on and do the same. It's all over here. Before I was even allowed to put it on the wall, he'd say to me, practice with these. Take a third off, take half off, take all of it off. And do that. Take a third off, half off, all of it off.
Lightweight. Watch this first.
Wrong side of your trowel.
Might be.
Yeah, that's the one.
Will you be Q&A in my work?
Yeah.
Thank you. I think I need it.
Site manager, by the way, everyone.
Site manager.
This is the guy that tells you you're not good at your job.
Whoa! Whoa! I'll have you know that I look after my lads on my sites. I don't go around bossing them about too much. But some of you lot, some of these unruly trades need a good reining in now and then. I think that's what it is. I think you give me a dodgy trowel.
To be honest, I did.
I knew he did. I knew he did.
Well, for one, that trowel's half the size of mine, and also the rivets are broken on top. So with this trowel, you're never going to get it flat. With the rivets being loose, you're always going to dig out anything you put back in.
I wondered why I kept dragging it out. Well,
his exact words were, if you can stroke a dog, you can plaster. See there? There's a huge belly in the entire wall. And we need to get that with the bonding in order for the wall to be flat. That's all we do. This is the highest point, so we use that as a reference, and then we take it down to that highest point.
plaster has a thermal barrier as well. So it's another layer, another defence, keep the heat inside here. Work smart, not harder.
That's it. But I agree, if you can't plaster, you shouldn't touch this. If you're not able to plaster yet, there's no reason you should be using speed skim. Yes, it makes your job easier. But when the day comes that you can't use a speed skim, 2 years down the line, and you've not learned how to flatten the ceiling without it.
Yeah.
I think it's worth mentioning at this point, the product I'm using it's a British gypsum multi-finish plaster. I know some people in the comments are probably going to say this is a 150-year-old house, modern plaster isn't good enough. There's an argument to that, but also it's incorrect. Basically, this product is not a breathable product, meaning if there's any damp in the walls, this will not allow the damp to come back through the walls. Ideally, you wouldn't use this in a house this old. It's fine to use in this room because the ceiling has been boarded in modern day products, modern day vapor barrier, modern day screws, modern day boards. It's very much a modern day ceiling. Same with the window wall. The window wall's the same, modern day wall. And all the other walls, this one, your door wall, and this, they're all internal walls on the second floor, meaning there's no risk of damp on these walls.
If you are looking for a plasterer in the Greater Manchester area, behold, Dave Darbyshire and his work. He's always looking for new business. So look in the description, you will see Dave's email, his business email. For all inquiries, get in touch. He's a good plasterer.
Not for a good month though, this one was difficult. I need a month's rest.
But as always, I've had enough. From me, from Dave,
See you next one.
from this girl. You tied as well. You tied as well. Look at you.
See you later. We'll be back in a bit.
We'll be back in a bit. Won't be long.